I work at a county jail and have had problems with inmates busting the sprinkler head. These are institutional tamper resistant, not tamper proof, tamper resistant sprinkler heads. And the jail that I work at is about 20 years old, and all of the new sprinkler heads and escutcheons do not fit. I cannot even find the old style, whether it's Tyco or Viking sprinkler heads and escutcheons that will fit. So I had some guys come out, pipe fitters and sprinkler head inspection companies come out and look at the problem I'm having. And the solution that they have is replace all the piping behind the jail pods and cells, which is an astronomical amount of money. So I have came up with a solution to retrofit the new style, whether it's Viking or Tyco sprinkler head and escutcheon, to make them fit in an existing wall. I'm going to show you a diagram of how I got this accomplished, and then show you how it fits. So this is the old style, a drawing. The jail cells that I work in have a 1/4 inch thick steel plate, which they're ribbed and they're solid. But the 1 inch supply coming in, and then it goes down to a 1/2 inch national pipe thread, is flush with the outside or the exterior of the wall. And then they all have the sprinkler head and then the 4 inch escutcheon, which that escutcheon sticks out 1.5 inches from the wall. So if an inmate busts this sprinkler head and it goes off, and you have to, what we do, our protocol is we shut the water off, back flush the water, take the old sprinkler head off, and put a cap on it temporarily just to cap it off, and then render that cell under maintenance, and no inmates can stay in it until we get a new sprinkler head put in. The problem is all of the new sprinkler heads are designed different, and they don't even sell these anymore. There's very few places that even have any on the shelf. If you can find them, I hadn't been able to find any lately. So anyway, this is the new one, and the design is for a 2 inch to 4 inch thickness of wall. And when you try to put the new style sprinkler head and escutcheon on an existing wall like this right here, you end up with a 1.25 inch gap between the back side of the escutcheon and the wall, which is I guess they call it a hanging hazard. They don't want an inmate to put a rope behind it and hang themselves. So that's not acceptable at all. The solution that plumbers and pipe fitters and even sprinkler head inspectors have given me would be to remove all of this existing piping and move it back 1.25 inches. They gave me a quote of $6,000 for three jail cells. There's going to be a lot more that in the future we'll have to do. So there's an astronomical amount of money to fix this to where the new escutcheons fit flush up against the wall. Big problem. And so I have found a very, very inexpensive solution to this. So this is a cutaway view of what a institution would normally look like. You would have the wall. This would be the interior where the sprinkler head is at, and then the exterior or pipe chase where the existing plumbing is at. And you'll have a 1/2 inch national pipe thread reducer that's right outside the wall. So when you unscrew the sprinkler head, The old escutcheon can still be used. And this is the old Tyco tamper resistant, not tamper proof, but tamper resistant sprinkler head that an inmate has busted. So those are becoming obsolete, very hard to find. Probably by 2025, you'll probably not be able to buy those anymore. And so the kit, when you open your bag, the kit will come with 3 items. It'll come with the escutcheon ring, which is probably the most important part. And then it will come with a spacer bushing. And then this probably will be aluminum. The first sets are brass, but the rest of them will be aluminum. And an extension. So this is a 1/2 inch national pipe thread extension, and they come in different lengths. The length of this one fits properly for a wall mounted. So the short one would work with a wall mounted escutcheon and wall mounted sprinkler head, which is what this is. And the new style Tyco sprinkler head that is a pendant style, which is this one, goes on the ceiling. So that would be the difference. And these would take a different length part. But this kit's gonna be for the wall mount, and some different applications can be made to make it fit with the pendant mount on the ceiling as well. So the old sprinkler head gets thrown away. Keep the old escutcheon, and you can buy a new escutcheon that the new sprinkler head fits in. The problem is, this is why the kit exists, because if you put the new style escutcheon and sprinkler head and screw it on here, you're gonna have at least 1.25 inches to 1.5 inches of this sticking out of the wall. So before this kit was available, the only method of making this work would be to take all of the piping from the pipe chase out and move it 1.5 inches to 1.25 inches from the wall, and then you could use this. It would go flush, but you would have to drill a bigger hole on the outside, and so this kit makes it a lot easier and saves money not having to buy a new $300 or over $300 sprinkler head. You can now buy the $75, $80 sprinkler head, and you don't have to buy the $40 or $50 escutcheon plate because you get to use the old one. So the way it works is the spacer bushing goes in the old escutcheon, and then the escutcheon ring goes in the old escutcheon. Then you screw and I'm not using Teflon tape because this is just for demonstration purposes. The new sprinkler head goes in there, and then it will screw onto the wall. And I'm not going to tighten that down because this is going to get reused. So basically, that is the conversion kit and how it works. After you get the new sprinkler head installed, that is what the end result looks like.